Hello and welcome to Kusina ni Mrs. O. Pero bago lahat mag-start, bago ka sabihin lahat ng recipe, thank you to Miss Julie. She sent me a message kasi trinay niya yung sisterhood eggs. Pero sa kanya trinay niya with toyo. So thank you so much. She's also sort of my sister-in-law. Kasi sister siya, nag-sister-in-law ko. Kaya sister ko na rin siya. So, to Sister Julie, thank you for trying it out. So, sa mga nag-try pa ng iba naming recipes, feel free to send us some screenshots or clarifications kung meron kayong hindi clear sa ibang recipes. So, for today is a long day. Kasi nga, may in-invite ulit yung asawa ko for dinner tonight. So, we'll be cooking a few dishes. So, sabi ko, sayang naman, edi i-shoot na namin. No? So, for today, I'm cooking chicken Florentine. But of course, not the authentic styles with a special twist. One is tinatamad na ako gumawa ng bechamel sauce. Medyo mas matagal. Bechamel is actually butter, flour, tapos i-stir mo ng matagal in low fire yung milk until mag-thicken, then you add a little bit of nutmeg. So medyo pa marami. So I'm gonna do a quicker version. No? So basically, I'll be using Campbell's cream of mushroom. I'm not endorsing this, although I used to endorse this product. When I was still active in the chef world, I think I was doing their campus tour for them. So this one, I will use it for the chicken Florentine in place of the bechamel. So again, because it's canned, mataas ang sodium nito o mataas ang salt content. And then second, when we say Florentine, it has something to do with spinach. Anything you say fish Florentine, chicken Florentine, anything na may word Florentine, it actually means spinach. Para sa mga nagpaplano for dinner, tsaka medyo sounding social-social, pwede niyo gamitin yung word na Florentine. Let's start! So, very simple yung ingredients. No? So, we have the cream of mushroom, canned or naka-pouch na mushrooms, cream, garlic, onions, spinach, and the chicken breast. Some people would prefer to use yung dark meat, ito yung chicken thigh. Pero parang, of course, di ba, parang ito naman yung journey namin to health dump ng asawa ko. So, we're trying to use chicken breast. You just need this, a mallet, yung pangpokpok. No? So, basically, we just want to flatten it a little bit. Yan. Kunyari, wala kayong ganito sa bahay, what you can do is the other side of your knife. Yes, that's what you can do. If you don't have a mallet. Only if wala kayo. But of course, mas madali ang buhay with this. Doesn't cost much. I think nabibili to sa bayan, sa palengke, bago ka pumasok, di ba? A lot of people, mas gusto talaga nila yung chicken thigh or yung sa may paa or medyo sa pata kasi mas malasa siya. Normally, chicken breast, they call it the real white meat, hindi siya masyadong malasa, diba? So that's why, every time I cook chicken breast, I use a lot of seasoning or na sauce, no? So gagamit tayo ng maraming sauce. Ngayon, gagamit rin tayo ng oven toaster kasi i-melt natin ang cheese. No? So it's gonna be a baked dish. Parang feeling ko nagustuhan niyo yung pork steak. So we will try to make more dishes like that. So, fina-flatten ko lang lahat para mas mabilis siya maluto, no? Kasi if you notice, no, the only reason I am flattening it, kasi when you look at the chicken breast, no, it's thick in this part, tapos numinipis sa part na yan. So, when you cook it, ang mangyayari, kunyari, put it on hot surface, medyo magdadry na yung part na to, itong part na to, medyo pula pa sa loob. And as we all know, yung chicken kailangan lutong-luto. Walang dugo, walang pula, or else salmonella. Diarrhea ang mangyayari. That's why you want it to be extra cooked. Kaya ko lang siya, hindi naman sa nagiging maarte ako or ka-OEan siya. It's because gusto ko lang siya patay maluto na by the time this part is, yung hindi siya masyadong may disparity na medyo crispy dito, tapos medyo hilo pa dyan. So that's the reason why we're flattening it para pantay-pantay siya magluto. But again, it's just me. So bahala kayo. So here, pantay na siya. So meaning, all surfaces, sabay na siya maluluto. Diba? So that's what we're trying to do when we're doing this activity. And na-explain ko lang yung logic. Para, yan, sigurado tayong walang parts na mag-dry or mag-overcook when we're making chicken. Actually, ang next experiment ko is to have a good recipe of roasted chicken because I don't have one. And for some reason, normally it really dries up. So, yan, magiging next project ko yan. I will do that. Let me wash my hands. Okay, so just extra virgin olive oil. Put a little bit of oil. Of course, like what we said, medyo bland, no? Ang white meat or chicken breast. So we're gonna try to season it with salt, pepper, a little bit of salt kasi nga cream of mushroom. And And then, I'm gonna use thyme. Kasi remember, we're gonna put it with some mushrooms. Rosemary and mushrooms baka mag-clash or it might not complement because we're not using Tuscan mushrooms, we're actually using canned. So, I'm looking for subtle herb, no? Very malumanay ang lasa. Tama ba description ko? Parang gano'n malumanay, hindi masyadong in your face, or hindi masyadong bulgar. So, we're doing that. So, I'm putting it here on the oil. So, I'm putting my seasoning. So, when I lay out my chicken there, mapupunta siya doon sa seasoning. And then, some salt. And then, like what we said, if it's dried herbs, diba, you have to cook it. There you go. So, gagawin natin yan until ma-complete natin lahat ng chicken. If you notice, I keep on washing my hands because raw chicken has high content of salmonella by nature, bacteria. So, nakaano ko lang, pagluto na yung part, I wash my hands again. Medyo OA ako or anal about it kasi nga ayaw mo magkaroon ng cross-contamination. So, a little bit of food safety. Pepper. Okay. So, probably about 3 minutes on each side. Okay lang not to fully cook it because we're gonna fully cook it once you put it in the oven, diba? Remember? So right now, we're just doing slightly cooking it. Meaning, what we're trying to do is to seal in all of the flavors to make sure it's cooked. It's not so moist and dry, diba? It's not gonna be so wet, diba? It's parang you're sealing all the juices. That's what we're trying to do by searing it. Maybe 1 more minute. Tapos lalagay natin siya dyan till may batch 2. Tsaka mag-shrink. By the time later, kasya na yan lahat dyan. I'm gonna use this pan. This is like a cast iron pan. May nagregalo nito. So, nakalimutan ko na sino. Pero kung sino ka man, thank you so much. I love it. Because, from here, dire-diretso ko na siya sa oven. So, it's a cast iron. Very good. Good. Nice. Sayang naman tong heat. Nadagdagan ko na to. You make siksik. There. So another trivia, you don't want to keep dried herbs too long. For a year is enough. Baka more than a year, medyo hindi na siya as potent. Like ngayon, kunyari naglilinis kayo ng pantry nyo, try to keep on. Tira mo, kakalinis lang namin. See? So we put it here. So ngayon napaka-konti na kasi it means kakalinis lang namin. So, we try to smell every single kasi minsan 3 years na nandito pa or 5 years. Then, we throw it out kasi hindi mo na siya magagamit. So, one way to preserve it is you can put it all in oil and then just refrigerate it if you want it to prolong. Pero, try not to buy big containers, diba? Kasi, sayang naman, hindi mo magagamit. So, as you can see, it's already shrinking. Palaki ng palaki. May additional space. See, kasya na sila lahat. Time to buy a new one. Medyo naghihingolo na siya. Parang I'm surprised sila nga pa nag-ask, how come I always use this pepper and not ground pepper? Parang it's the same logic as coffee. Siyempre, pag nag-ground siya ng matagal, nag-crack open na yung smell. So, sometimes feeling ko lang ito, if it's newly cracked, it's more fragrant versus yung naka-ground. So, here, magpapaka-Italian cooking tayo. Like this chicken Florentine, I'll probably cook it with carbonara later on. Once I cook it, I'll show you how it's done. So there, pretty much medyo ano na to. Ito, I'll just put it aside because we will have to cook the mushrooms here or the sauce. That's the color that we're looking for. Yung may pagka-golden. Just a hint of golden, not entirely brown. While we're waiting for that, you cannot use the same chopping board or knife kung saan yung ginamit yung chicken. You have to wash it first or use another board. I'm gonna slice it into 2. This is the one in sa pouch. You can buy it canned also. It's up to you kung gusto mo rin gumamit ng fresh mushrooms, but there's really no need. I think this will do the trick. It will give you that flavor kasi we're using the Campbell's, no? So, malasa siya. So, this I'm debating with myself if imimix ko na yung cream of mushroom saka spinach or gagawin ko pang 2 layers. Shortcut na lang. Normally kasi 2 layers siya. Kung ganito, let's say wala kayong cast iron, you can use a normal non-stick pan pagkatapos ng transfer to a Pyrex. Or kung kasya sa oven nyo yung buong non-stick pan nyo, just make sure yung handle niya it's not rubber or it's heat resistant. Pero para sure, you can transfer to a Pyrex or any oven-proof dish, no? Very fragrant na siya. So, magdadala talaga dito will be the sauce. Here you go. There. So, while that's there, and like what I said, gagawin natin yung tamad version. I'm just gonna put some onion, garlic, konting mushrooms. There you go. A little bit thick. We're just adding the mushrooms until it wilts. Ibig sabihin yung malanta siya. So you know, kanina, very mountainous siya, parang overflowing, and now, slowly it's wilting. This one, you wanna be careful to slowly add cream of mushroom. You don't want it to be so thick kasi if you don't add water, it will be too concentrated. So, siyang magiging maalat. Adding 1 cup of water, it will further cook our spinach. It will also further deglaze the pan. And then, I'm adding our mushrooms. I got half muna. So, di ba kung gumagawa tayo ng sabaw, dinadagdagan natin ng parang normally, sa pagbabasahin mo yung can, meron siyang required number or cups no of water para maging parang sabaw yung texture. That's not what we're after, diba? Remember, yung recipe nito kailangan nga may bechamel sauce pero tinatamad tayo. So, bechamel is normally thick, no? And a very rich white sauce. So, since hindi nga natin gagawin yun, ano na kasi, maaga yung early dinner. Hapon na. Ngayon pa lang ako nag-start magluto. Kakauwi ko pa lang from work. Kaya wala tayong time. Yun talaga yung totoong reason. But, maybe one Sunday, if we will shoot, tuturo ko yung bechamel. Siguro one of these days, gawin ko yung lasagna. At least, you know, I can share how bechamel sauce is done. If you look, diba? It's very thick na. Make sure it's not so salty. I'm gonna get a teaspoon. A little bit. Good. I just wanna make sure it's peppery. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of water. So, as you can see, the texture is not soup-like, no? So it's parang thick. Again, hindi ko rin to binili. It was given to us. Wala kami masyadong canned goods binibili actually. Babalik ko na ang yan, kukut ko na. Arrange ko lang siya ng ganyan. Tapos, lalagay natin sa oven. So I turned off the fire. I'm arranging it. Getting ready to place it in our oven. So, ang dali lang kasi at least I just keep it in the oven tapos wait for the guests to arrive. Hindi yung mga may last-minute cooking ka pa. So, there. So, it should look like that, like a casserole. Sayang naman yung sauce. Flip ko na nga dyan. Ilagay ko na rin yan dyan. And then, kung medyo social kayo, pwede nyo gawin ang mozzarella cheese. Pero ako, Eden melt. Yung quick melt, kung gusto nyo, it's up to you. So, this is just the cheese to solidify. Then, let me add some Parmesan cheese too. Okay, I was supposed to add Parmesan cheese. Pero nakita ko, parang binili ko to last month pa. So, lapit naman. Sayang naman. Gamitin na rin natin. Diba? Gamitin natin yung mga ganyan. Huwag tayo mag-waste. Baka mamaya bigla tong mag-molds, no? Bumili ako nito because parang sabi ko, makakagawa ko ng quick sandwiches. Biglang nag-decide yung asawa ko mag-diet kami. So, no bread. Put some cheese there. Naka-melt. Para lang mas masarap mag-gratinate. Again, quick melt. This is what you use in sandwich cheese slices. They melt easily. That's why it's ideal to put it at the top, diba? Of course, you can never have enough cheese, you can never have enough butter, you can never have enough garlic. Ayan yung mga okay lang kung sumobra because nagpapasarap ng pagkain. Wala ata ako nakilalang taong ayaw sa cheese. Garlic meron. Yung iba, hindi dahil ayaw nila ng butter, lamang pinagbawal na sa kanila ang butter, di ba? But butter is so good, always so good. So, ang dami na nating cheese. But, kasi nga sayang, I don't want it to go to waste. I think in-explain ko yung, if anything, may wishlist talaga ako sa kitchen. I mean, I love my kitchen. I love the way it was built. It's compact, maliit. Everything is within arm's reach. But, If there's anything, I wish I had an oven. Alam mo yung mga dun sa cooking show na naka-wall mount, yun yung dream ko. But since wala, I have to run to the other, yung sa service kitchen, para doon natin i-melt to. So, lalagay ko lang to sa oven toaster. Bigat. So, we are here. Yun. Oven toaster. Taran! Yun. Okay. 5 minutes. And there you go! Ito na po yung ating chicken Florentine. Of course, my version, kasi shortcut. We didn't make any bechamel. So, no bashing, please. Hindi siya authentic, hindi siya totoo. Inaamin ko, shortcut. But then again, in real life, kung nagtatrabaho ka talaga, you get home, nagmamadali ka, you have to cook for dinner, this is something you can quickly do. No? So, any kind of cream mushroom can do, not necessarily yung brand na ginamit kanina. Marami pang ibang brand. Meron tayo yung pouch na powder. You can use it kasi may thickener siya. So, importante lang yung texture na makuha na siya maging thick. No? So, right now, ready na siya to serve. Pag dumating yung guest, babalik ko lang lahat sa oven to heat. Diba? So, very easy, very relaxed, hindi ka masyadong at a rush. So, again, this is chicken Florentine.